A kid did a 700-pound squat at 181 pounds at the high school powerlifting championship. But to me, the blood work is it's all got to be even and working together instead of the testosterone up here and your estrogen down here and your thyroid over here and your cholesterol out of whack. I just kind of think of it nice and balanced and it's just moving together.
Blood work every 3 months over the last 9 months.
Okay.
Not once where my testosterone was checked. Not even for my physical. It's common.
Wow. See, I'm glad that you guys are telling me this because Jeff said it's common, and it seems like it is common when it's a family doctor, which is mind-blowing to me. I lost my father because he had low testosterone. That was the start of what happened. And so it's like, wow, that is crazy. I'm curious, and I'm going to ask, we've been doing these interviews with these doctors, and so I'm going to ask these doctors on why they don't normally ask for that. And I'm curious to see if the reason why they don't ask for that because of the fact that that's not something that's so taught in the medical field. Would that be? It's like nutrition. Yeah. It's not taught in the medical field like a real nutritionist. So,
or testosterone can fix a whole lot of issues that they would rather treat with some pills over time.
I hate to think that that's true. I would hate to think that that's true.
It's a fucked up world, though.
Wow, that.
Here, take the Prozac or all your take the
crazy. So me and Doc trained yesterday, and Doc was telling me that the average, because I was just talking about these mutant kids that I see now. There's some really great monster kids. A kid did a 700-pound squat at 181 pounds at the high school powerlifting championship. And I'm just like, that's awesome. And it was pretty, but just 181. And, that's such an impressive number for a 181 at any age. But just imagine him at 16 years old squatting 700 pounds. And no, that's not chemically enhanced. He's just 17. But Doc said that actually we are going backwards. Each generation gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And now what he says is from his research that these next generations are getting smaller and smaller, which is disappointing to me just because I like the possibility of us creating these superhumans and all of our kids being even bigger than we are. To me, that's kind of cool. So to see it go the other way, and one of the causes is people have less testosterone levels, lower testosterone levels as younger and younger adults. So crazy to think. What is this guy? I can't go for it.
I'm 41. My blood work showed 300 T levels. My doc and urologist wouldn't put me on TRT. I went to a men's health clinic and they want to see me at 600 levels. I'm on week 4 of TRT. Yeah. Get it done. Awesome.
And see, what I love is he's at 600. That's double. Now I know that in the fitness world, they'd probably go, "Oh, 600. That's great to me. 600 is a great number, man." And it's so.
I wouldn't even do that.
Yeah, will you do me a favor, Joe? Will you let us know the difference in your energy, your mind, and how you just feel? I'd just love to hear how you feel now compared to 300. I'd love to hear what that difference is.
Family doctor, my family doctor wouldn't do it unless I pressed him on multiple occasions. It's like, come on, you already got to go to the doctor. Now you got to force the doctor to do something. It's like, dude.
There has to be something, and I'm so curious on why that would be.
Yeah.
What would be the reason not to test something so simple as that?
It's a cheap test.
But it just governs so much.
Yeah.
The more research I do on this and the more stuff I see, it's all interlaced. It really is. And I'm not just not testosterone, all of it. Your cholesterol, your TSH, your thyroid, your IGF, all those things are so interlaced to work together. It's an amazing thing. It reminds me of like when you see like the music stuff and they kind of go up and down when you're watching a symphony and the music and the pianos and all these things are going. But to me, the blood work is it's all got to be even and working together instead of the testosterone up here and your estrogen down here and your thyroid over here and your cholesterol out of whack. I just kind of think of it nice balance and it's just moving together. And it all has to work together. And so with my blood work coming back now and me seeing this next stage of the markers, and I am so curious to continue to see if I can't manipulate those markers to make them the most perfect markers for me possible.
What kind of things do you do that help manipulate markers?
So I did a lot of stuff this time when it came just to basic nutritional vitamins.
Just some basic supplements.
Supplements.
You've seen a lot of changes.
And I really did. And something else we did was I played with some healthy fats, and to see for me, this is me, to see me put in a lot more fats into my diet and to see my cholesterol drop. I was like, just like Dr. Richards explained to me, and also Jordan Rubin explained to me, is like, for me, I have to put these fats in there or my body's going to produce something without them. And so now that I'm feeding those good fats to the body utilizes it and lowers my cholesterol. That's a wild thing to see. It really is, because common sense would say, well, if you take in fats and bad fats or good fats, whichever you want to say, you're going to get higher cholesterol. If you eat more red meat, more eggs, your cholesterol is going to go up. And mine dropped. And mine dropped 25 points. I'm like, that's significant.
So it's important. So you do blood work in addition to, monitoring your sleeping patterns, your nutrition, and you can change a lot of things. Like this guy we were talking to earlier, as a follow-up regarding to the doctor, not once, and also is concerning is the lack of conversation regarding getting off the meds. So there's no conversation like, hey, you can do this, and eventually we can get those numbers down, and then you're off. It's just, hey, staying in the wheel.
Wow, that's
you just did a couple things to your diet, changed the numbers. Beautiful.
I did talk to the Trend twins this weekend, and I am going to have them collab with me. We're going to do a collaboration when I get back from this movie. They're fun, man. They're having fun. They enjoy this. They get it, man. Anybody out there that's having fun doing this and enjoying doing this, I can see that those guys are having fun and they're doing it. So big shout out to the twins. I'm not sure about this one. Go for it.
Have you ever looked into carnivore boosting tests? I'm thinking.
Are you saying the carnivore diet?
I think that's what that means. Have you ever looked into the carnivore diet?
I would never do that, because for me, this is what you're saying. You're saying that the nutrition and removing carbohydrates to a large amount is going to help boost up your testosterone. See, now that for me, that doesn't make sense just because.
Stop there, though.
Okay.
Okay. A lot of people say, hey, only eat red meat, and now your testosterone's increased. Conversation stops there. Wow.
Yeah.
Increase my test. Awesome. I'm in. The other side of that isn't presented. And that's the fault. It's not presented.
So and Jeff's absolutely on point there. So the conversation there is for you guys, like we were just talking, the guy's testosterone earlier is up to 600 from 300. Now, see, I'm great with 600. I think that's awesome. He doesn't need to be at 900, and so what you're saying is, hey, boost your testosterone. I need the whole platform set. I don't need my testosterone at 1,500 or 1,000. I don't need that. I need it at a good range of like 600, 500. but I also have to have my carbohydrates so I can work out and build muscle. So that's the difference. The difference is you're not finishing that conversation. Sure, testosterone goes through the roof, but now you removed carbohydrates. So now I'm just going to end my career earlier because I can't sustain that. Great question, though. But yeah, you just got to finish those discussions. I saw this video, and I was going to send it over to Jeff because he's the one that put it together, and I want to put this up for you guys. And it was me talking about, as a kid, understanding Bruce Lee's principles of Jeet Kune Do, and understanding he was taking things, right, from other martial arts, and then he placed it together for his style. And he removed what didn't work and he kept what worked. And I realized at that young age that if I could focus on something different and something that will allow me to lift forever, bone density and connective tissue, I get those really freaking crazy strong, then on a side effect, I will build muscle and burn fat. And so I focused on something that so few did. Everybody else around me at that time only focused on building muscle, So their careers were short-lived because they focused on the one aspect and didn't realize that at some point, the other two things are more important. And so for me, a moderate testosterone level with carbohydrates in my diet is better than a fucking full-blown testosterone level and no carbs. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Both aspects of it, my training and the way you should do the nutrition.
So cool, you bumped your test by 100 points eating red meat, but now you don't have the energy to bench over 225.
And that being said, he just said bumped my testosterone. I bumped my testosterone 200 points with just my test booster. And so that was pretty cool to see the study of me testing it for 3 months and then me testing it again for 3 months without and then with. And my numbers jumped 200 with vitamins, which is great. And that's what we keep telling you guys. Those basic vitamins, vitamin C, vitamin D, DHEA, basic stuff helps you.
Does diet affect your TRT levels? I'm on a cutting phase right now, and I'm curious if I should be supplementing with TRT.
Yes, it does. Yeah, when you're in a deficit, you're in a deficit. So get the blood work done. And the cool thing for me now is that this is a new goal for me. And it's kind of cool I've always been a note guy and taking notes down and photos and measurements, how much am I weighing, how big are the arms and stuff, and taking those notes going, hey, did this program work for me? Did this program work for me better? Which? And so the blood work's kind of cool too, because I'm testing the nutrition. And right now I'm slicing and dicing, getting ready for stage. And so I get to watch my numbers as I'm dieting. And so how sliced and ripped can I do while still staying on a good markers on my blood levels? All right, let's finish up a couple more, guys. But today, again, letting you all know that we have a playlist on the YouTube. And the playlist is all the discussions for these adventures of TRT will be on there. So you guys can hit the playlist and you can watch the first steps to the second and so on. Oh, here's somebody. It's not time for a new doctor. Your family doctor is fine. Your family doctor is fine for what he's supposed to do. But if you're going to talk nutrition, it's not with your family doctor. If you're going to talk about getting off medication, again, probably not with your doctor. That's a different conversation with a different person. And then with TRT, that's a conversation with somebody that specializes in that.
That's the key. I think about family, your generalist. Hey, what do you think about this? But there are some things that you have to outsource to a specialist. And the specialist is somebody that dedicates their entire career and life to that one small field, the 1% that they know 100% about, and they can really help you.
Yeah, because you guys got to remember that this whole process with TRT and optimizing your body is very new
It is.
to the world of medicine. So this is very new. So go to a specialist that works with that aspect of it. That's my recommendation.
And I